the audio's broken again. Oh boy. Hello. So, you may be seeing nothing, and that's on purpose. Yes, it is, definitely. Definitely not just because I clicked out of the wrong goddamn thing and I'm an idiot. Ta-da, look, it's here. I swear, I know what I'm doing. I don't. I don't know what people think I do. It's gonna be a fun time with the music, too, because this is a track I've never actually used before, so... Put it right there. We'll wing it. We'll do what we do best. But welcome to Road Redemption Red Mist Running, a game about vehicular manslaughter, where you are the man and you are slaughtering other men in high-speed death machine tier road battles, and is actually based off the game called Road Redemption, which you should totally buy because it's really fun and a really enjoyable little roguelike game. I don't know about the multiplayer community anymore, but I don't play the multiplayer because I'm shit at racing games. So overall, it's I enjoy the game. And last time on Dragon Ball Z, we did this monster. Oh god, I selected that. No, go away. Yeah, we did this monstrosity, otherwise known as getting all our prelim notes done. And overall, we got all the notes done. I took the liberty of going over this entire thing off screen. You don't need to worry about that. That is done. That is all of this shit. And you may be wondering, oh wow, Notepad, these headings look awfully familiar. However, the problem is if I don't bold them, this happens. No, I don't know why, but if I bold them, everything's fine. It's kind of weird, so everything has to be bolded. Don't question it. Don't think about it too hard. I know whoever made the fucking font didn't think about it too hard. So, let's get rolling. I am the apex of comedy. Let's see. There we go. So, let's see. Road Redemption. Running requires. Ugh. Road Redemption Red Mist Running requires. God, that is too many R's in the first 5 words. Let's see. 3 to 5 players. Actually, we can probably even reduce it down to 2 to 4 players. Roadmaster, RM. Actually, what can we call someone? The master of the road? Yeah, we'll call it Roadmaster. Fuck it. Roadmaster, RM. 1 of every die size, and a actually I should say 1 of every die size for each player. Preferably two at least 2 of each, and a desire to see rampant violence on the tarmac. Which, fun fact, tarmac is different from asphalt and different from other kinds of roads. Didn't know that, actually. I thought that was just another name for asphalt. It is not. It is special asphalt for rough terrain, as they say. But let's see. To rage, violence in the tarmac. to Soul.Sun's identity, which Soul.Sun's identity is going to be on the list the next time democracy occurs, which I am not looking forward to, because if it gets selected, that means I have to go through here and fix everything, and that's going to be fun, TM. So, let's see. Actually, when, we'll call it a warrior? No. We'll just call them characters. No need to be special. Action. Another character, the name must perform a check. A check is performed by rolling the die to the corresponding attribute. Attribute attempting to roll over the assigned target number. When in opposition to another character, actually what I should do is we put in the target numbers, and it's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do we want to target numbers for what are the opposition numbers for the F-Zero RPG? Because I'm going to have to fix those up a little bit. Actual rules, nan. Oh wait, it's all form fillable? Holy shit, didn't even know that. What are the target numbers? Tell me what the target numbers are. Where are you? Well, it looks like it's piloting 3, 1, 4. We got 6 right there. 8. Okay. So, target who assigned target number? Target numbers range from 2. Very easy. Actually, no, we'll do this method. Target numbers range from 2, easy, to, we'll call it 10, complex. Target numbers range from 2 to 10, with different modifiers affecting the dice roll of the characters. When in opposition to a character, a contested roll is called. A contested check is called. Well, both sides will roll the appropriate attribute die and see who has the highest value. Whoever possesses the highest value will win. Value will win. If in a tie, if a tie is determined, whoever has the highest attribute die, whoever has the highest rating will win. So the highest attribute rating will win. If both have the same, the highest bonus to the roll. If the same again, the player character will succeed. Actually, the attacker. The attacker will succeed, pretty much whoever initiated the roll. The attacker / player character. Character will succeed. If all else fails, roll again. If you've got to that point where it's like if you've gotten like through 4 checks of like who could it possibly be, actually drinking coffee. Yeah, it's 7:45 in the afternoon. I'm drinking coffee. What are you going to do about it? Sue me? Okay, let's see. Called. If the same again. Okay, if all else fails, roll again. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Very simple. And then we go to heading 1. Actually creating a rider. The Badlands of Centrals is a difficult and deadly place to reside at the best of times. At the best of times. However, with the gang wars and constant back and forth between various factions, only the tough make it. When creating a character, they will be assigned their attributes based off of the ABCDE. ABCDE. Actually, what I could say is based off of their ABCD, their alphabet rating, ranked from S to E. Ooh, wait a second. Actually, it'd be A to E. A to E. And then we're going to put in the chart which I should actually go back and make real fast because the chart is Road Redemption Redness running. So we want to do A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, E, E. What we're actually going to do, we're going to put S and F here. So we can call it, this is going to be your ranking, and this is going to be the die value. D20, D12, D10, D8, D6, D4, D2. Yeah. We want to put that to leto 12. Actually, what I can do is typical riders. It would be rider defaults, setup, and then ranking. Ranking spread. So we have 4 attributes. And I should not have closed the F-Zero book. Why do I do this to myself? Give me your book. Alright, so we have the AACE, ABBE, ACCC, BBCC, AADD, ABCD, BBBD. Actually, these should go over here. We'll call this the focused. Actually, rankings. We'll just do the ranking spreads. Put that right there. We will merge these two up together, and we can probably get another one. So we assume that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then if A equals 5, so it'd be 10, so 14 there. A, B, C, D would be 5 plus 4, which would be 9, 11, 12, 4. Yeah, I mean, that'd be 14 as well. Then BBD would be 4 times 3 would be 12 plus D. Yeah, so everything equals 14. So if we go under this idea that everything equals 14, it would be, let's say, if we do BBCC, so BBCC would be 8 plus 6. Yeah, that'd be 14. BBCC is already there because I'm very smart and know what I'm doing. This is all the physical combinations there can be. Feels like there should be another one. No, these are all the combinations. If I wanted to, what I'd do is put like a 7 there and a 0 there. But I don't really want those to be present. Feels like there should be another one. What am I looking at here? 14, 14, 14, 14. So if we do something like, would AABE work? So AA would be 10, B would be 14. No, you can't do that. C, D, A. C, maybe? No, AAC, right there. Strange. These are literally all the ranking spreads you can get. Feels like there should be another one. I'm not seeing something. Well, let's see. That would be 15, so that's impossible. We do that. AA, that would be 10. B, 14. We put it like in. If we had the F, I could do something like that. Like D2, you will fail literally everything except the hardest check, but yeah, alright. We'll go with this idea for now. So what we need to do is we need to do the real jank method. Actually, sold that since identity. I don't need you anymore. Paste unlinked. Ding, ding. Hello, phone. What's up? Well, table to. Now here comes the jank part. So what you do is you can drag in. Oh, I said you can. No, damn it. No, don't do it. What you do is you can drag them into tables like this. What the fuck is that music? It sounds like a dying cat. Hello, phone. What's up? All right. I am alive, Dragoon. This is Road Redemption Red Mist Running, a vehicle combat game that was requested. It originally was entitled Project Speed. However, I played an frankly absurd amount of Road Redemption. I'm like, this is what I need to do. I need to do a combat game. Combat racing game on motorcycles. It is primarily actually based off of this game. The F-Zero racing and role-playing game made by a bunch of people on the 4chans. This game is very good and very well put together. The problem is that it is, well, not a real game, even though it looks like it. And has kind of all the problems with it. Like, yeah, you can like, oh wow, I want more, and I want more stuff of it, but you're not gonna get it. This is what you get. Yeah, hence where it's like, yeah. Yeah, no, F-Zero. People want it in a racing game, and racing is like one of those very bizarre genres of games where you're like, oh, it's racing. It shouldn't be that difficult. It's going fast and turning left. This is easy. But you don't factor in so many little parts to racing. Like, how do you pass someone? What happens when you sideswipe them? The F-Zero game, this is like 95% racing. The one I'm going to be working on, I'm going to say it's going to be a solid 50-50 split. Like, fighting on your awesome motorcycle, kind of an important part of the game. I'm going to turn that music down even further. What the fuck is this music? Yeah, like fighting on the back of your motorcycle is very important, but I'm also not stupid and realize sometimes that not everything can be solved by riding your motorcycle at it. Even though we all wish it could be solved that way. Let's see, attributes based on the spread. Just to give you an idea, here's the notes of everything. As you can see, things got a little bit odd. So I actually thought about changing up the attributes, how attributes are done anyway. With the idea being that instead of having like looks, body, and stuff like that, it's going to be more about what you do more than anything. Because of the nature of the setting, everyone is like, yeah, we're all a bunch of gangsters who do badass things, and everyone has to be assumed to be able to ride a 300-mile-an-hour fucking bike. Yeah, RMR, baby. I tried to get it like, I need something that sounds cool and sounds edgy. I'm like, all right, do red mist running. Yeah, that sounds cool. And then I read it back to it. I'm like, that sounds kind of stupid, but I'm sticking with it. Yeah, the entire game has this kind of comedic angled things. That's like, yes, we're deadly serious in this game about high-speed motorcycle fights. By the way, bring out your fucking battle sword. I'm paranoid now. Like, oh, I'm gonna call you now. I'm gonna call you now, Notepad. I'm like, no, please. So we need, what are the attributes going to be? What I'm thinking about doing is breaking it down into like rider, warrior, mechanic, and dealer. Like, those are your 4 attributes. Oh, sweet baby Christ. That's not how that's supposed to go. Torque. I don't believe I have watched that movie. Sounds pretty interesting, though. I did watch Death Race 2000, though. If you ever want the most 70s movies available, that's it. And man, God bless Frankenstein. And the very important things I needed to go over. Let's actually see. Actually, we can probably put the attributes right here. Okay, they will be assigned their attributes based on their alphabet rank. The skills will actually. So we do attributes. Then we want to do heading 2. Now we're going to do our attributes. I clicked the wrong button, and now Steam is opening, and now it's going to throw things at me. Oh no, everything is falling apart. Yeah, I'll have to find that. Sounds pretty great. I'm going to write that down, actually. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I've had to watch, like, a lot of Sons of Anarchy stuff. Remember Sons of Anarchy? I remember Sons of Anarchy. My mom adored that show. Mostly because she just liked Ron Perlman. Or more accurately, she liked looking at Ron Perlman. It's like, oh no. Mama, please. Mama. Let's see, dangerous maneuvers. My mom had a thing for grizzled looking guys for a while. Like Andrew Lincoln in The Walking Dead. She loved him. Like the more she had a thing for grizzled dudes for a while there. And that was just her thing. She just liked that. And when Ron Perlman came, I was just like, oh man, look at me, I'm badass and scary. She's like, oh my. I'm like, oh god. Ew. Ew. Mama, please. Your innocent child is here. God, how old is Ron Perlman now? Jesus, he must be old. But yeah, I've been watching Sons of Anarchy stuff and all those kind of things. Let's get ahead in the race. So a character with high rider. Actually, with a high ranking in rider. Goes fast and can stay on their bike during the dangerous stretches of the race. A character with a high ranking versus a low ranking. Team to win the race, but focuses on more practical affairs. Which brings me to Warrior. Warrior feels most comfortable when cleaning, when bathing the highways in the blood of their enemies, protecting their allies from danger. A character with high ranking in Warrior is a brute, able to take a hit, deal one right, and actually able to cripple enemies. And destroy their rides with ease. A character with low ranking warrior goes fast and thinks fast, trying to avoid the deadly conflicts of the road. No, no, no. No ads. Bad ads. Stop it. You don't get to share us our ads. I'm the only one allowed to shill mercilessly on here. So let's see. Mechanic. A mechanic is described as the brains of the gang. Keeping everyone's ride up and running, as well as being the only one with a proper education. A character with high ranking in mechanic is a quick thinker and good with their hands. A character with low ranking mechanic understands how to fix their bikes, but anything else seems a bit too complex for them. These are actually going to be stats. So pretty much it would be like, for example, you might build a class which is going to be, so let's say it's rider, warrior, mechanic, dealer. Your thing might be I think it would be CE. So my rider would be D12. My warrior would be D12. Mechanic would be D6. Actually, no, that would be D8. And dealer would be D4. That's would be that's your character. Congratulations, you've already solved how to do your classes. Now, mind you, each of these various attributes are going to have sub skills, which you can just like, oh, I get a +1 anytime I'm dealing with technology, or I get a +1 when shooting people with guns. It's stuff like that. I originally was going to go for a fairly traditional one, muscle, looks, brains, and coordination. But then I kind of thought about it some more, and then I went back and forth, and I'm like, you know what? Probably making this based off of kind of what it is makes a little bit more sense because of the nature of the characters. Like, everyone is a hardened criminal who does horrifying things to each other in effectively a post-apocalyptic Mad Max Badlands terrible town. So it's like, maybe, perhaps, doing that would be the best option. And unfortunately, these are your spread. Like this, these are your attributes. These are what you get to choose from. That's it. Which kind of led to the detriment of the F-Zero RPG being really kind of a bare bones, because if we open this up, actual like character skills start at page 9 and end on page 10. Like, they're bare bones. But again, in a racing game, how much does it really matter about the character as more as it matters about the race itself, which is proving to be its own difficulty. Trust me. Oh, trust me. Racing games are an odd batch. I've looked at a few. There's Gaslands by Steve Jackson. There is Car Lesbians, which is exactly what you think it is. and F-Zero. I think there's like one or two other ones that are like, this is a racing focused game, but a majority of the time they're not really racing focused. And it's like, oh, I'm a man in car and I drive fast. It's like, okay, what are the driving rules? Roll piloting, go fast. I'm like, okay. All right. That's why it's not likable. Unable to keep everyone in high spirits. Cutting deals. Yes, it is going to have names and stats. And thing is, you're going to build it. That's going to be the gimmick of this game, kind of. Is like, your bike is kind of going to be its character unto itself. No, there isn't actually any horse racing RPG, even though, honestly, if I wanted to, horse racing is its own, whoo boy, thing to worry about. And if this game is also kind of a proof of concept as well, is if I can make the racing system and kind of the ideas behind it work, I can apply it to other games. It's I can kind of gut this one and build something on top of it, being like, oh, you want to do a racing game? Cool. I have this. I can rip out the organs of this thing and use the skeleton to form something new. So if it works, it'll work. If it doesn't work, well, we know it doesn't work. It doesn't actually help that this F-Zero game came out 7 years ago now. It's been 99 years. Yeah, this game came out 9 years ago. Oh, sweet Jesus. Uh, yeah, 9 years ago this came out. And this is actually the most recent version. There was apparently a second version coming out where like, oh, we're going to clean up all the rules. And that just never went anywhere. But, like, there isn't actually. It's a weird genre. I don't know why it's telling me, welcome to the chat room, when I'm running the stream. But hey, what do I know? Let's see, cutting. Let's see, a character. Able to convince others and keep everyone in check. Keep everyone in check. A character with a low ranking in dealer struggles to communicate their thoughts in a well-detailed manner without bludgeoning someone's head in. Now let's see if this works. Let's play a little game here, kids. We're going to do this. We're going to do columns. We're going to split the columns into two. Oh boy, works. Columns like to fight you on. If I've learned anything in this beautiful world of ours, is that columns will fight you on Google Sheets, Google Docs, I mean, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. So what we actually need to do is we need to put dealer. Oh god, it's not liking this already. We need to put dealer there. need to put mechanic right here. Right there. Perfect. Hello. With a high ranking in dealer. There we are. Then we'll put, should we put in, actually we'll put in starting ranking spreads. Put an image right there. Now we're going to move on to skills. And we like skills. Skills are fun. What skills were we thinking about adding in? Okay, so what do we have? We have warrior skills. We have dealer skills. We have mechanic skills. And we also have warrior, dealer, rider skills. What's going to be on the warrior? It's going to be melee weapons, grappling, and guns. Dealers. Intimidation. Suck up. Oh, actually, it would be. Let's see. We have intimidate. Kinda, you wanted the word for someone about effectively maybe sucking up to someone. Is there another word? Katow. How act in excessively subservient manner. Not suitably strange. Actually, we put words. Let's remove katow and replace it with coordinate. So what do melee weapons do? Skill at bashing someone's skull in with a melee weapon. Grabbing and slamming. Guns. Shooting rain. Shooting guns. Shooting firearms. Others. So we want to do... Actually, what we could do is we could do club, streets, roads, something like that. So club, coordinating among them. Streets, criminal elements, actually dealing with regular people and criminal elements. Roads, dealing with the gangs of Centrals and their customs. Maybe not the best ones, but skills are a meme. Let's see what we need. So mechanic is our thinking. So if we want to do mechanic stuff, this would also be as well. You can actually do tech, skill at manipulating technology, skill with dealing with manipulating technology, mechanics, skill at repair, fixing. Actually, it'd be fixing, building, and understanding bikes and vehicles. Oh, it'd be another good smart. Actually, yeah, I know what we call it. We call it books. Books. Information. And other odd tidbits knowing useful another odd tidbits of esoteric knowledge. Then writer. Obviously we're going to have our piloting, skill at writing, and make skill at writing and making let's see. We can actually do passing. Actually, Actually, yeah, well, let's do it. Weave. Skill at weaving and riding in and out of danger. Pretty much this is going to be your dodge skill. And what would be another one? No. Skills are... thing with skills... My thing with skills will always be skills are important if you want to give that game a little bit more of a crunch to it. But you can supplant skills with other things. And you don't... not every game needs skills. But some games benefit from having them. Like this game, I could probably do without skills, but since I'm kind of following the F-Zero RPG track, I need them just to make sure characters don't feel samey. But not every game needs them. I will be a firm proponent of that. Then on the other side of things, not every game actually needs attributes. That's my controversial opinion. Mostly because of my work on the Song of Ice and Fire role-playing game, which is all skills, even though skills can act as attributes. That has its own brand of weirdness and difficulties, but it's pretty much anything related to the character is kind of important to give every character a unique feeling to it. And to make sure that those unique feelings make people want to play different characters. That's why I'm not actually a huge fan of Apocalypse World all that much, because a lot of the characters kind of feel the same, but that's kind of the point. So hopefully that answers your question there. Skills aren't quintessential. Making characters feel unique are. Unless that's the point, that you don't want them to feel unique. It's like everyone is John, but I don't think you're designing that. God help you if you are. Let's see. Piloting, weaving, that's kind of your dodge skill. What would be another good one? You know, I do a rider. What do riders do? Riders go fast. Riders go fast and they survive. If I was a writer, what kind of skills would I want? So we have our diet, we have our dodge skill, so gives them a little bit more combat information. Mechanics, their tech is kind of their combat one. Dealer doesn't really have any combat stuff, but again, they're not supposed to be. They're dealers. They're the guys who, if you were doing a VIP mission where something has to like carry something, you give it to the dealer. The dealer's going to be average and going to keep surviving. That's all that matters. That's all they have to do. We've got guns, we got piloting, we got weaving. I guess you can have... No, but not breakaway. Why that wouldn't work? Oh, I know. Handling? Actually, we can do control. Meaning control of the beat. So we have piloting, which is about like I'm going to survive just a basic road. Control is mostly about kind of off-roading and stuff like that. It's like, okay, this is like an odd area. If you want to be a good rider, you're going to have decent control. So if you want to be like, oh, I'm an off-roader, you're going to want control over piloting. Because it's more about kind of surviving difficult situations more than it is about just going fast. Okay. All right, I can make that work. Skills. Our attributes act as the core of the character. Skills act as the small changes, the small quirks that they possess. And the small quirks they possess, or what they excel at. A character at the start of the game. Actually, a character at the start begins with it would be +6 skill points, with 6 skill points. It's to distribute among their skills, with none being higher than a +3. So technically, you can have a bunch of +1s, or you can have like a +2, some +2s somewhere, or like a +3 here and a bunch of +1s. Like gives you a little bit more option. Whenever a check is called with the skill being appropriate, the character will add their skill value to the roll. Control Shift 8 and add on sort of paragraph A to Z. Control Shift 8. Add on sort of paragraph A to Z. Control Shift 8. Really wish this was on a hotkey. It's really weird that I have to use a fucking add-on for this, but hey, what do I know? I live in Crazy Town, ha ha ha. So we want to put you right here. There we go. Technically, what I should do is Oh, wait a second. Rider's supposed to be up a little bit more. Rider day. Skill. Perfect. And that's skills. Literally, that's all characters are going to be made of. They're not complex. What I should actually put in is... physical trauma. All characters can suffer from harm on the open road, whether it be from blunt, edged, or simply getting shot. Physical trauma. A character's trauma indicates how much health they have and how much they can take. All characters have 10 plus their warrior ranking. Warrior ranking a die, starting health, as starting trauma. When it reaches 0, the character has died on the open field. You may be saying, wow, Notepad, that seems incredibly goddamn lethal. And the answer is yes, it is supposed to be incredibly goddamn lethal. This game doesn't really fuck around. If off the bike, this character instead collapses from pain. From the pain, but can be brought back if hauled away. The idea is if you get knocked off your bike going 180 miles an hour, you're not getting back up. And what I'm going to have to actually do is put in a system of, okay, you get knocked off your bike, you're going to take this much trauma, based entirely off the idea that you are falling and you are hitting and you are rolling. You know, it is not fun, it is not pleasant. You fall over and you're going to probably get hurt. That health will probably change in case I find things a little bit too deadly, but I want this game to be fairly deadly. Like, it's not supposed to be kind of like, haha, look at, we're superheroes. No. Welcome to Centrals, bitch. Things aren't happy. People suffer. You will die. But there's also going to be a savior mechanic, so don't worry about it too much. So let's do bike. The character's prized possession. Actually, what I can do is... treasures. Each character will possess at the start 2 treasures of their choice, indicating their personal attachments and other memorabilia of who they are and how they operate. Each treasure is tied to a skill. When making a check using that skill, a character can choose to roll 2 die. Roll 2 attribute die. You die instead of 1. So you roll 2 attribute die instead of 1, allowing for a critical success. Actually, no. Increasing the odds of their success. Actually, with both die acting independent of one another. But if either of them succeed, the entire roll is successful. If both are successful, then the character scores a critical success, excelling at that particular, exceeding expectations with that check. Begone. Add. Actually, we want to put treasures and pride. Oh god, I've made a boo-boo. Okay, we want to do that. We want to put that down to 1. We'll do example treasures. What would be a good treasure? We'll do 1 from each. Old club patch. Roads. Encyclopedia of odd facts. That would be books. Lucky Charm. And for Warrior, Beating Stick. Melee weapons. God, this music kind of sucks, not gonna lie. Yeah, we need some different music. You know, we can work with this. I would just blast the Road Redemption soundtrack, but I need something to play at the beginning. Let's see. Old club patch, Encyclopedia of Odd Facts, Beating Stick. Okay, so now we need to do possession of a rider in Centrals. It is their bike. A wonderful tool that allows them to enact war on their enemies and navigate the broken highways of Australis. Yeah, the music, I don't know what was going on with that. There's a new mix. I never actually used that one before. I always get scared if the music's going to completely, like, blast someone's eardrums out. That's because I listen to my music very quietly. Because I almost blew out my hearing when I was a kid. You know, by listening to music too loudly. Not fun. Navigate the broken highways of the Australis Outback. And send trials as their bike, a wonderful tool that allows them to act more upon their enemies and navigate the broken highways of the Australis Outback. This is a little bit harder because I can't really use this system as much as I would like to, but what I can do is take the ideas of it. Mostly because we have bike stats have acceleration, speed. What we can probably do is speed, acceleration. We'll call it bulk. Actually, what we can probably do is handling. So speed, handling, and bulk. You're just going to assign. Okay, so name has when designing the bike, give it a name. Give it a personality. It's going to be the rider's best friend until they are splattered across the desert highways, across the desert roads. Each bike is assigned a machine rating. It is assigned a machine alphabet rating. Ranking similar to riders. Similar to the characters. But are assigned to 3 distinct attributes of the bike. And what we're going to do is we're going to do speed, how fast the bike is compared to others. A bike with a high speed ranking can easily outpace others, but is usually lighter and unwieldy. Then we have handling, how well the bike handles in difficult situations. A bike with a high handling ranking can survive the roughest terrain. And most daring of issues. Daring of races. And finally, we're going to have bulk. how thick the bike is. And how well it can take punishment. A bike with high... You want to shut off the car? No? Alright, cool. A bike with high bulk. With high bulk ranking. Is a tank with 2 wheels. And can easily overpower others in sheer size. And then we're going to have the machine ratings, which is luckily AAE, ABD, ACC, BBC. Literally, that's it. So what we're going to need to do is, you see here, there's a lot of stuff when it comes to this. Like, oh, if your body's this, that means you can only boost in X amount. Oh, if your boost has this and your body has this is how long it lasts. And oh, if you have a body, what's your body plus your grip equals your max speed, your handling. I'm not going to worry about that too much, because that's spooky, and we don't handle spooky things well here. This is a spook-free zone. And what we're going to do is we're going to select everything here. Unwieldy. I wish what you could do is just set up a thing a lot easier, but we don't get to have nice things where we're paste on link, paste on, I said paste on linked. What I can do is do the jank method, which I might do. Insert table 2x2, select everything here and drag it in here, and that means drag the ranking spread, put it in here. We need to do Lato 12. Select everything, merge properties, table alignment, left, top. Table properties, make it white, paint it white, ranking spreads, actually machine bike ranking spreads. Ole lule lale lule. If I can actually speak today. Yeah, this should, in theory, work. It's not gonna be perfect, but it'll work. Actually, what I could probably do is put you up top. Just this box, and put this like that, and then put like an image right there. That could work. It'd be a little bit janky because technically, like, the table is still there, so it might get lost in the table, but we can make that work. So we need to go to... Now this is where things get a little bit more hectic, because we have to determine all of the various attributes. So what we're going to be doing is... What do we need to worry about here exactly? We don't really need to worry about repair. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pretty much build this off. First we need body. Or more accurately, we need bulk. What does bulk do? So what bulk is going to do is we're going to have to do everything off derivative attributes. So if we do derivative attributes, we're going to say bike durability. How much punishment, which is going to be bulk times 2. How much durability the bike possesses. The more durability, the more punishment the bike itself can take before it passes, before it breaks down. What else is going to be needing in the bulk department? So actually what we can do is we can do max speed, which is going to be speed. We can probably do something like 20 plus speed minus bulk. Speed minus bulk. So actually we can probably do 10. So let's say we have a speed of D8, bulk of D10. So we would have 8. Our max speed would be 8. Okay. Determines how fast the machine go at full speed. Not immediately impactful, but when comparing attributes to others, having a higher speed allows the character to act first, or act first. So pretty much being bulky and being in first place means you're going to be acting the last. Very bad. That's because how I'm going to be doing it. Pretty much how sections are going to work. Like, let's assume this is the road. This would be like, this is section 1. I want to make sure I don't deafen myself like a fucking idiot. But so this back here would be, you know, the behind, the middle, and the top. The idea is if a character is here, actually what we can do is, if we have something like this, the person in X is going to be acting last. However, all their roles are going to be fairly easy compared to the people in the middle who are going to be acting in the middle, compared to the people at top who are going to be acting first. The difficulty here is, while you're at top, you can't really see anything behind you, but you can only really fight people within inside your zone. X can fight X, Y can fight people in their zone, and Z can fight people in their zone. You can try to zoom ahead, but things get a lot more dangerous, just as much as you can fall back. If Z is like, you know what, being at the top kind of sucks, I don't want to be here anymore, what they can do is say, okay, for my action, I'm going to break, and now I'm back here. So Y and Z can now fight one another, but X can only shoot them, unless he says, okay, I'm going to use my very valuable boost, and boost up to the middle. I'm now in the middle of the pack, we're all here, we can all fight. But X says, okay, I want to use second boost, and now he can be at the top of the pack. It's very easy to fall back, a little bit harder to go forward unless you are aggressive. But let's use this example of XYZ right here. Let's say Y and Z are on the same team. Z can say, okay, I'm going to boost, and Y is and since Y is kind of attached to me, and we're on the same team, we're going to boost together up to the front. Except I'm just using mine. So there's a little bit of a teamwork aspect of like, okay, I want my brutes to kind of build their boost up so they can get me ahead just as much as I know I'm faster than them, so I'm going to be acting first. in that, like, I'm going to be the one acting first in this area, but I'm acting first, which has its own issues. So that works. So max speed is important. Let's see. What other aspects of this can we put in? We can probably do, so we can do the rough terrain bonus, which is going to be based off your handling. Determines the bonus. Determines when the bike is in difficult terrain. Or attempting in difficult terrain, and then we can do the stunt bonus. Stunt terrain bonus, which is going to be handling plus speed, which is going. This is going to actually have a table associated with it. So what we want to do is handling. So it would be. We're going to have to put in the F there. So it'd be FE, A, B, C, D, and handling ranking. Bonus, -3. -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. Which is a lot, considering like the max bonus you can get is like a +3, and that's if you invest everything into your skills doing that. So stunt terrain bonus, handling plus speed. The bonus. Sees in stunt terrain. Stunt terrain is like, I'm going to like fly off something and get air or do something other crazy like that. It's a stunt. You're doing something to get an advantage that is inherently, you shouldn't really be doing this because you are insane. Usually going faster is very good. So stunt terrain bonus. Then we do the speed ranking. So F, E, D, C, B, A. If we do something like this. That reminds me, I need to add in the S tier, don't I? Fraggle Rock. Cool, yeah, we can add an S tier, which is going to be 3. S tier, S tier. I said S tier, not speed ranking tier. Bonus, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. Actually, we can do something like that, and 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. Pretty much, if you're slow on stunt terrain, you're not. If you're slow and can't handle your bike, you should not hit stunts. If you're going pretty damn fast, and you also have pretty good handling, you're going to get a big bonus for doing it. But again, that is, if you know what you're doing, you're going to be rewarded for it. If you're not going really fast, stunt terrain's kind of a mixed bag. Because, like, hey, I'm going really fast, but I'm literally not going to be able to clear this. Or, hey, I can handle my bike really well, but I am also going to die if I try this. Those fucking up stunts are bad news. So, we've got our stunt terrain bonus, table, higher speeds. what we can probably do as well is add in boost cap, which is going to be handling plus bulk. Determines how much boost the bike can contain of both jet fuel, of both boost fuel, actually both nitro and booster jump, both jump nitro and jump fuel. Because jump fuel is going to be a thing later on, and so it's like, hey, I want to hit a jump booster and just launch myself up in the air because that is a thing you can do in Road Redemption. Cool, go for it. That's how you avoid. That's your get out of jail free card, is hitting your jump fuel. And if we go under that idea, I want one of the things being that if you have a lot higher, you have a high body ranking. Actually, if you have a high bulk ranking, I should say. Actually, you can handle more fuel. So if you have an F, we're going to say 2 fuel, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, we can jump up to 9 up there. However, your handling also determines how is going to be a little bit opposite. So 0, 0, 0, -1, -2, -3, -4. So there's a chance if you have a really shitty bulk and really good handling, you can't actually have that much boost. Actually, I should actually do something like this. Or you're going to have very little boost. With the idea being, your bike is not designed to do that. Your bike is not designed. Bikes are not designed to nitro. Bikes are not designed to employ jet fuel to leap up in the air. No, don't do that. That is bad. However, there's always parts you can find later on to improve that, which is going to be another big thing about this game. So, let's see, we've got boosting. Rough terrain, stunt terrain, boost cap. What else am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know what it is. No, that's it. Okay, so let's see, bike durability. So what we can actually, what I'm gonna do actually, I'm gonna put the bike rankings up here, and we're gonna play a game. And that game is going to be, will I be able to fit everything in here? And the answer is probably going to be no. We can believe. Yeah, no, this ain't gonna work. Good idea, bad execution. So, what we can do, add-on, sort of paragraph A to Z. Actually, can I get away with it? If I scrunch it up a little bit, I might be able to. Do something like that, no. What we can do, though, since we have so many tables, what we can do is table 1, table 2. Or what we can do is rough terrain table. boost table. And then stunt terrain. And then stunt terrain table. Then we go down here, and then we put our various tables in. Ongoing. Oh, I don't need you anymore. So, stunt terrain. Boost table. And then we're going, this is going to be the rough terrain table. Cool. Tables. It's the funnest. We love tables here. Why do I do this to myself? The tables are holding me hostage. Okay, so we want to do boost table first. Based on linked. Let's cut out the ranking. Can I shrink this? How much can I get this handling down? Can I get it down to 0.9? Yeah, I can get everything down to 0.9. Brother? 0.85. Ah, that's too small. Tail properties 0.85. 0.8. I think 0.8 is as much as I'm going to be able to get it down to. So 0.8. And if we do this, stunt terrain table is going to be the same way. Copy, paste, stunt terrain table. Center, middle, black. Can I get away with this? Let's see, everyone. Boost table on the right. It says stun table, but it's stunt. Blue. Let's see. Can I actually extend this out a little bit? Table properties. Okay, looks like it's about 3.5. So I do 3.75. Can I get away with it putting it here? Column width 3.75. Then center the table. Yes. It works. It works. Now, will it fail miserably in like 5 minutes? Probably. I don't select all of you. There we go. That means we can also get the rough terrain table right in the middle here. Select everything, 0.8, keep everything unified. We don't need ranking anymore. Table properties, black, middle. There we go. Put a piece right there, put a piece right there, and then everything else is set. Everything else is set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can we do that? Absolutely not, and I'm not gonna try. Okay. Cool. Alright, everything's working. So, alright. Bye, Dragoon. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna call it here. We got a little bit of work done today. Got most of the character stuff done. I will be probably going and do a back through, going back and checking everything. So let's see what we need to do still. So one, we need to do the racing. Racing is important. That's kind of the entire crux of the goddamn game. Once the racing is then going to go on to, which is going to be deal with combat, the racing part of the racing part. What else? Probably do some track creation slash track creation slash theory. Advancements, equipment. Actually, yeah, we do advancement, winnings, improvement, parts, and then equipment, melee weapons, range weapons, tech, and unique parts. Actually, like parts. And that's pretty much it. It doesn't really need to be that much in this game. Alright, so what are we gonna do now? What's the plan? What's the plannerino, Jamarinos? My poggies. Get over here. You are my little pog champs. So Monday we're gonna be working on racing. Most likely the goal is I'm gonna see it. I might do a Notepad Must Die to get racing done just one day. Just a 3-hour mega marathon of just writing the entirety of the racing section. It's either going to be Monday and Wednesday next week. We're going to be doing the racing parts, and Friday advancement, and then next month and the Monday after we'll be doing equipment. This might only be a 4 or 5 episode project. This might not be actually a very long project at all, depending on how racing goes. If racing kills me, it might be a little about a 5-6 episoder. If it doesn't, if I can get it done in one day, then I can probably get it done by next Friday. That's the goal. Tomorrow we will actually, if things go according to plan, and I get home early enough, because my mom needs help navigating tomorrow, and I'm the navigator. We'll be doing The Curious Case of Japanese Role-Playing Games by Ryu Kamiya. So hopefully that tickles some of your fancies. We're going to be looking at some odd games, and where I also get to deploy tactical sock puppets to hide some of the naughty bits. After that, I might be making some more little videos. If you check out my YouTube channel, Notepad Anon on YouTube, you should totally check that out. I actually uploaded a new video, my thoughts on Morkborg, and I was thinking about doing more of those kinds of videos. Just here's a couple of minutes of me summarizing my thoughts on a game I did a review of, or one of my own a detox on one of my projects. Just instead of these long meandering archival videos, it'll be, this is my thoughts on everything in 2 minutes. Here's a script. Here is some funny images. Done. Like the last one was on Morkborg. It is 1 minute and 6 seconds to give you how fast I go on it. So thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. And I will catch you all on the flip side. Godspeed, good luck, have a wonderful rest of your